Hey guys, friends, athletes, happy Monday. Brian Showman here, physical therapist and performance coach with Get Your Fix Physical Therapy and Performance. But I come to you today as the athlete, not as the clinician or the coach. Because I had the true athlete experience. Yes, I train every day, but mindset, mentality experience today. So my question for you is, are you currently, or have you recently, gone through an injury that you're having to return from, and you're having that fear of re-injury surface as you're coming back? That's what I wanted to talk about today. That fear of injury that exists. It's a true, legit fear, especially if it's an injury that you don't know how it happened. It just kind of came on. Those are the hardest come back from because you don't know what happened. And then also from taking that time off and then you're having to retest it, or you get to retest it, I should say. But it's scary. It is very scary. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. It's kind of what was going through my head as I was going through class today. So a lot of you know I've been dealing with a shoulder kind of elbow issue, something going on with my arm. They seem related, but at the same time they seem unrelated. So I'm not really totally sure if they're related or not, but in my clinician head they should be. But I think a lot of you know last week I had some prolotherapy injections. I was at 50% last week on everything upper body. So I wouldn't say I was limited in what I could do, but there were some things I just wasn't doing because I wanted to make sure everything is healing appropriately. Because of that, I stayed off the bar completely. So no pull-ups, no toes to bar, nothing that required me to hang or pull full body weight up. Today, the workout had chest over arm pull-ups in it. So this is the first time in over a week that I've been hanging, that I've let myself hang, that I've let myself pull. And I can tell you, I was under that bar staring at it initially, with all those thoughts going through my head of should I do this right now? Is my arm going to support me? Am I going to feel a pain as I pull? All those questions of all these what if questions, all these am I ready questions were going through my head. And they're those same fears that pretty much every athlete goes to returning from injury, that not totally sure if when I test this, it's going to completely work. Even though I know I've done the necessary things in the process, even though I know I've done my stability exercises, even though I know I've done what is needed to make sure I return properly, those fears are still going through my head. And as me as a clinician and the coach, if I'm the athlete that's also experiencing these fears, I know other people are as well, and they're maybe worse than mine, maybe not worse than mine, but either way, these fears happen as an athlete. Now these fears, they're always going to happen. Or I shouldn't say they're always going to happen, but they happen. The biggest thing is, for me to overcome this, I just had to remind myself that my body knew what to do. I know how to stop if I get pain. I know when to stop if I get pain. But in general, I'm not going to fall off the bar. I'm not going to injure myself any worse by testing this, because I know my body, in theory, is ready for that. So, and you as an athlete, if you've done the right things properly, you can get to that same point of reminding yourself that you can do this, you know what to do, that your body can do this, and that you've done the necessary steps to get to that point. So if you are someone who is going through an injury, maybe coming back from injury right now and just kind of are scared to do that, I totally get it. I totally understand. I'm there with you. I've been there in the past. I'm there with you now. Injuries happen, things happen. We recover, we overcome these fears, and we get back to it. So if you can relate to this, I would just, if you're going through this now, just comment that's me below, and just kind of let me know that you're struggling, that you understand, that you can relate, because we all deal with struggles. I would love to just support you in whatever you're dealing with, because these can be tough times to go through coming back from injury. Having a good support system is always important coming back off of injury, and I would love to do what I can do to help support you through that process. So have an awesome rest of your Monday, guys. Thank you everyone for hopping on, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.